Hello, I'm Peter Hunter, and thank you very much for joining me today. There are lots of yoga videos out there, I know, but there are two particular reasons why I wanted to produce this one. Firstly, I've been asked by the people who attend my regular yoga classes if I can produce something for them which they can use when they practice at home. Fine. And secondly, I wanted to produce something just to show that yoga isn't just for the young, the beautiful, the super stretchy. It's for anybody. It works for the old, the young, male, female. So this is your opportunity to see an old guy doing some yoga. My approach to yoga is a very, very pragmatic one. I do the yoga that works for me now. What I'm trying to achieve through my yoga is to keep me and the people that I work with just strong enough, flexible enough, fit enough, relaxed enough to cope with day-to-day life. Simple as that, no more, no less. And to do that in a way which is really relaxed and is enjoyable. So one word that you're going to hear frequently throughout the video is gently. Take it easy, don't push things too hard. Listen to your body, do what you can do. Don't go beyond your comfort zone. The key thing is just to keep on working gradually, keep on working steadily. And yeah, over time, you want to get fitter, you want to get stronger, you want to get more flexible. But do that very gradually, take it easy, and you'll achieve the results that you're looking to achieve. And focus on what you can do rather than what you can't do. Focus on what you can do today and do that. And then tomorrow, you're going to be able to do a little bit more. So have that focus on what you can do. So in today's video, we're going to work our way around the body, just getting everything stretched out and moving easily. Then we'll do some standing postures and a little balance work. We'll work on strength in the core of the body. And finally, we'll do some breathing work and we'll relax. So let's get underway and enjoy yourself. Okay, so settle yourself back on your mat now. Let yourself relax. Just let your arms lie alongside your body, feet splayed apart. And just close your eyes for a moment. Just check around your body, let it be as soft and relaxed as can be. So your shoulders are relaxed, fingers relaxed. Whole body just softening, relaxing into the mat. And as your body relaxes, so just let your breathing start to slow into a steady, regular rhythm. And just be aware of the rhythm of your breath. Simply focus on the rhythm of breathing in, breathing out. So your body is relaxed as can be. Your breathing slow and easy. And just shut out the outside world. Focus on how relaxed your body feels. Focus on the rhythm of your breath. And then following the rhythm of your breath, on your next in-breath, take your arms up over your head, stretching up tall as you breathe in. And bring your arms back alongside you as you breathe out. And just work a few more repetitions, taking your arms up over your head on each in-breath. Bring your arms back alongside you on the out-breath. Slow, unhurried, following the rhythm of your breath. And then when you come to the end of your next out-breath, just bring your knees up towards your chest. Wrap your hands around your knees. And then just gently massage your back into the mat with a rocking and rolling motion. Just rocking backwards, forwards, side to side. Just looking to ease tension out of your back as you move. Just rocking, rolling, stretching. And then release your knees, stretch your body out long and tall, making yourself as long as you can, stretching through one side, stretching through the other. Nice long stretch, feeling yourself getting a little longer and taller as you move and stretch and your body lengthens. And then relax your way out of the stretch and roll your way up into a sitting position. And just hug your chest to your thighs now. It's very gentle, wrapping your hands around your legs, hugging your chest to your thighs, gentle stretch through the lower back. And just hold on to that hug for a few moments. Don't push things, just soft, gentle, relax. And then from there, just ease your way back onto your mat. Take your arms out level with your shoulders. Bring your knees up at 90 degrees to your body. And just drop your knees over to the right as you look back along your left arm. And then come back to the center. Drop your knees over to the left, looking back along your right arm. And again, just work a few more repetitions, stretching through one side, then the other. And then pause when you come back to the center, roll your way up into a sitting position again. And this time just take your legs out in front of you. Pick up the right leg, just interlocking your fingers behind the right thigh. And then just take the leg up and down. So you're looking to get movement into the knee, work the muscles in the thigh. Just slowly taking the leg up and down. Take it as far as you're comfortable with. And just interlock your fingers behind the thigh rather than locking your arm behind it. Just a couple more repetitions on that side. And then same thing on the other side, just picking up the left leg. And again, just taking the leg up and down, getting movement into the knee, working the muscles in the thigh. And then pause and slide your heels back towards you and ease your way into a squat if your knees are okay with that, or into a forward fold if you prefer. And then move it over into squat, stretch, just gently stretching through the Achilles tendons, through the lower back, just moving a little, stretching gently. And then when you're ready, we just ease our way up and work in standing for a while. Okay, so coming up into standing, just take your arms up over your head, stretch up tall, stretch through one side, stretch through the other. Nice long stretches, stretching up one side of the body, then the other side. Just making yourself as tall as you can. And then release your hands, and just the laziest, most relaxed rotation of the waist, taking your head around, shoulders around. Just letting your arms be as floppy and relaxed as can be. Okay, and then let's focus on the neck for a few moments. So just take your feet shoulder width apart, find an upright posture, let your shoulders relax, neck long. And to begin with, simply take your head around to the right as far as is comfortable. And then come back to the center, take your head around to the left. And just work a couple more repetitions, taking your head around one side and then the other. And then when you come back to the center, just drop your chin down to your chest now. Let your head just hang there for a moment. And then as you next breathe in, slowly look to the ceiling. And drop your chin down to your chest as you breathe out. And just take your head up and down a couple more times, looking up as you breathe in. Just letting your chin drop down to your chest as you breathe out. And then simply circle your head, keeping your neck long. Just looking to ease tension out of your neck with that circling motion. And then work back in the opposite direction. Okay, just pause, ease any tension out of your neck, out of your shoulders. And this time take your arms out wide with the palms facing up. And just tip your fingers to your shoulders, getting movement into your elbows. Just tipping your fingers to your shoulders, getting the elbows moving. And then take your arms out in front of you and just focus on hands and fingers and wrists, wriggling your fingers, stretching your fingers. Just trying to get movement into every joint in your hands and your fingers, wriggling, stretching. Clench your fists tightly for a moment, letting that tension run up your arms into your shoulders. And then spread your palms wide. And just take the right arm out, the thumb down towards the ground. Take the left hand over the top of the right, interlock your fingers, and just pull your hands through, just playing the stretch through the wrists and the fingers. Trying to work out where things are feeling tight and tense, and just stretch that away with the movement. And then the same thing on the other side, take your left arm out with the thumb down, take the right hand over the top, interlock your fingers again, pull your hands through, just stretching, easing tension out of the wrists, hands, fingers. And then just shake that tension away. And then let's take a brief detour down the body, just doing the same sort of thing with the toes and the feet. So you're spreading your toes, scrunching your toes, just getting movement into your toes and your feet, spreading, stretching, scrunching. Feet spend all their lives stuffed into shoes and socks. So just get them moving, spreading, stretching. And then roll from the outside of your feet to the inside, starting to bring movement into your ankles. And then flex your ankles, flex your toes, getting movement into those joints, flexing toes, flexing ankles. Just a little bounce into the movement, getting those joints moving. And then just pick your knees up, getting your knees and your hips moving as well. Again, just having those joints moving easily, freely. Okay, that'll do for the hard work. So let's focus back on the shoulders now and continue working down the body. So let's use the belts to work on the shoulders. So if you take the belt in your hands, take your arms up over your head, and find a hand position with your hands 3 feet or so apart. And just take your arms backwards and forwards. Just gently opening your shoulders. So if you find this difficult, take your hands a little further apart. If it's dead easy, bring your hands a little closer together. So initially we're just working on opening your shoulders. And then a sort of freewheeling movement with your arms. Again, looking to get movement into your shoulders. No particular pattern at all, just that freewheeling movement of the shoulders. And then pause with your arms up over your head. Stretch through one side of the body and then the other. So just be aware of one side of your rib cage opening, the other side compressing, stretching through one side, stretching through the other. And then just pop that belt down to one side. And just a little more work on the shoulders. So this time, just take your arms out wide as you breathe in. And hug your shoulders as you breathe out. Again, stretch out wide as you breathe in. Hug your shoulders as you breathe out. And then let your arms and your shoulders relax. And then we'll shift the focus down more into the middle of the body. Okay, so let's focus now on bringing movement into the middle of the body. So if you come to the back of your mat, take your feet shoulder width apart. And to begin with, just let your upper body roll down into a very soft, relaxed forward fold. So let your arms hang, let your head hang. And just be aware of that soft stretch through the lower back, through the hamstrings. And just play with the stretch, letting your arms dangle, letting your head just hang there. And then if you're okay with a squat, just come down into a squat again. Just settle, stretch through the lower back, Achilles tendons. If you prefer a forward fold, just stay in the forward fold if your knees don't like a squat. In the squat, just move a little, stretch gently again through the lower back, Achilles tendons. And then keeping your hands in contact with the mat, just straighten your legs. And then as your legs straighten, just roll your body up from there. And bring your hands onto the top of your bum. And just arch your back a little. And then circle at the waist. Just looking at the middle of the body, moving freely, easily. And then work your way back in the opposite direction. And then pause once more. And again, roll yourself down into that soft forward fold. Just make sure your lower back's comfortable, make sure the hamstrings are okay. Settle gently into the stretch. And then when you're ready, just walk your hands forward into a V-shaped down dog position. So you're looking to get your bum nice and high, your legs on one side of the V, arms and body on the other, and just move a little, stretch a little, push down through one heel, then the other, stretch through one side of the body, then the other. So just move, stretch. Just let your body get used to being in this position. And then drop your knees down to the mat. Keep your knees a little apart. And then slide your bum back over your heels. Come as low as you can into a swan stretch. And just settle there. Inch your fingers away from your shoulders, making your back long. And then after a moment, just pick your body up and come through into a cobra back bend, taking your spine in the opposite direction. And just feel your way into that stretch. Don't push things too hard, just enjoy the way the stretch feels. And then when you're ready, tuck your toes under, come back up into down dog. And just work your way through that three-part sequence a few more times. Just looking to let the movement flow, taking your body one way, then the other. Just looking to ease tension out of your body, this flowing movement. And just enjoy the way the movement feels. So don't push things harder than you're comfortable with. Just a couple more repetitions, getting that movement into the lower back area in particular, taking your body backwards, forwards. And then when you next bring your knees down onto the mat, come onto all fours. And just get yourself comfortable with your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. And then as you breathe out, arch your back up. As you breathe in, look forward, dipping your back. And then again, arch up. As you breathe out, dip your back, looking forward as you breathe in. And again, work to the rhythm of your breath. Just breathing slowly, deeply. Arching your back up as you breathe out. Dipping your back, looking forward as you breathe in. And then pause once more, and this time we'll bring some sideways movement into the spine. So just pick your right leg up, stretch it out behind you, sweep it around on the left side, bring it down onto the ground, and just look over your left shoulder towards your right foot. So you've got a big stretch through the right side of the body. Just hold for a few moments. And then back to the center, and the same thing on the other side. Stretch your left leg out behind you, sweep it around on the right side, looking over your shoulder towards your foot. Hold once more. And just a couple more repetitions, stretching through one side, stretching through the other. And then just enjoy the way that side stretch feels. And pause once more as you come back to the center, back on all fours. And this time, threading the needle movement. Pick up your right hand, thread it under your left shoulder, drop your right shoulder down to the mat. Just pausing for a moment. And then come up from there, and the same thing on the other side. Thread your left hand under your right shoulder, dropping your left shoulder to the mat. And again, just a few more repetitions, working that rotation through one side and then the other. And then again, pause when you come back to the center. And this time, just look to pick up your right foot and just place it outside your right hand. And then just take your weight forwards and backwards, stretching through the back of the leg as you come back, opening your hips a little as you come forward. Just work that movement backwards, forwards. And then next time, as you bring your front knee forward over your front ankle, just pause there and bring your body upright. Just find a stable position. Bring your hands together in a prayer position in front of you. And just take your hands up over your head. And just arch your back slightly. Just looking up a little. Just let your breathing settle into a rhythm. Just breathing steadily. And bring your hands back into a prayer position in front of you. Place your left hand on the outside of your right knee. Take your right hand behind your back and ease into a rotation to the right, taking your head round, shoulders around. Looking as far behind you as you can. And then unwind your way back to the center, and the same sequence on the other side. So back down onto all fours and place your left foot outside your left hand, and then once more take your weight forwards and backwards, stretching through the back of the leg as you come back, opening your hips a little as you come forward. So just working backwards and forwards with that movement. And then once more, as you bring your front knee forward over your front ankle, come up into a kneeling position. Make sure your base is stable. Bring your hands together in a prayer position once again. And then again, take your hands up over your head. Just arch your back slightly, coming into that little crescent shape. Just looking up, arching the back, breathing steadily. And then bring your hands back into a prayer position. Place your right hand on the outside of your left knee. Take your left arm behind you. And just ease into a rotation to the left now, taking your head round, shoulders around. Again, looking as far behind you as you can. Just relax your way into that rotation. And then again, unwind your way back to the center. Okay, so let's start to focus on working on range of movement in the hips now. So come down onto your mat. And just settle back on your mat. And take your belt. You can use any old belt at all. Doesn't have to be a particularly special one. And just lasso your right foot with the belt. Take your arms back towards you. And initially just stretch out the back of that right leg. And maybe push your foot against the belt so you're stretching through the Achilles tendons, calf muscles. Stretch through the back of the leg. Maybe take the leg up and down a couple of times, just getting things stretched out and moving. And then just begin to explore the range of movement in the right hip joint. So just opening, closing, crossing, circling. Just using the belt to carry the weight of your leg. And just explore that big 360-degree range of movement you've got in your hip joint, using the belt to carry the weight of the leg. So again, it's one of those things where you just take it as far as you are comfortable with. And in a lot of yoga classes, they'll suggest that you really lie very still on the mat and just focus on range of movement in your hip. I think as far as I'm concerned, just rolling around and enjoying yourself makes sense. So just play with the range of movement in the hip. Just getting things moving freely and easily. And then when you're ready, switch things over onto the other side. Lasso the left foot. Same routine, stretch through the back of the leg, push your foot against the belt, so you're working the ankle, stretching through the calf muscle, Achilles tendons. Just move, stretch, maybe bring your heel down towards your body a couple of times. And then again, explore the range of movement in the hip joint. Opening, closing, circling. And just enjoy the range of movement for a few moments. And then let's roll your way up into a sitting position. And pop your belt down to one side. And just slide your heels back towards you into a cobbler pose. So wrap your hands around your toes, slide your heels back towards you, and just relax into a little forward fold. So stretch through the lower back, maybe easing your body forward very, very gently. Just letting your hips open. Just ease your way into that. And just give yourself a moment for the stretch to take effect. And just take your legs out in front of you, flex your knees, just bring your chest down towards your thighs once more, stretching through the lower back. And then ease your way up from there and take your body back at 45 degrees. So you've got your hands under your shoulders, your fingers pointing forward. And then as you breathe in, just take your shoulders back, chest forward, relax down as you breathe out. So just work with the rhythm of your breath, arching, dipping movement. Just arching your back, taking your chest forward, shoulders back as you breathe in, relaxing down as you breathe out. Working to the rhythm of your breath, just focusing on that movement in the spine and the shoulders. And then ease out of that, just let your shoulders relax for a second. And again, just bring your feet together once more into that cobbler pose. Just have a fidget, get yourself comfortable. And then this time, keep your right leg where it is and pick up your left leg and maneuver it around so that you tuck your left knee behind your right foot. And just this time, just settle your chest down over your right thigh. And just relax your body over the thigh. So it's just the weight of your body is doing the work. Simply your chest over your thigh, relax there for a moment. So you're looking for a stretch through the back of the right hip. Just relax for a second. And then pick yourself up from there. Keep your legs where they are. And walk your hands around to the right. Rotate your body around to the right. So your right hand comes under your right shoulder, your left hand on your right knee. And just keep on looking around to the right, taking your head round, shoulders around, keeping your breathing steady. Just relax your way into that rotation for a few moments. And then unwind your way back to the center, and the same thing on the other side. So this time, your left knee is in front, and you tuck your right knee behind your left foot. Bring your chest down over your left thigh, settling the chest over the thigh, relaxing there for a moment. And stretch through the back of the left hip. And then pick your body up from there, and this time walk your hands around to the left and rotate around to the left until your left hand sits under your left shoulder, your right hand on your left knee. And Just relax into that rotation to the left, holding for a second, just keeping your breathing steady. And then unwind your way back around to the center again. And let's come up into standing to work in standing for a few moments. Right, so now we're going to work in a standing position for a while, focusing particularly on the legs, and we'll do some balance work as well. So to begin with, let's take your weight on your right foot, sweep your left foot across in front of your right, and just ease into a soft forward fold, and just let your arms hang, let your head hang. So you're looking to stretch through the back of the right leg. Just relax your way into the stretch, hold for a few moments. Just let your head hang. Let the weight of your body do the work. Don't push things too hard. And then ease your way gently up from there. And same thing on the other side. Weight on the left foot this time. Sweep your right foot across in front of the left. Ease into the forward fold again, stretching through the back of the left leg. And again, weight of the body doing the work, not pushing things too hard. And then ease your way gently up from there. And this time let's come into a wide-legged forward fold. So take your feet as far apart as you're comfortable with. Find an upright posture. Bring your hands onto your hips and take your thumbs back around behind you so they pretty much meet over your spine. So you have an upright posture, shoulders back. Just relax there for a second. Let your breathing settle into a rhythm. And then hinge forward at the hips. So keep your back straight and long. Keep the elbows and shoulders back. Pause when you're pretty much parallel to the ground. And just hold there for a few moments. Pull your tummy muscles up towards you. And just hold in that forward fold for a second. And then relax down from there into a softer forward fold. So just let your body get used to the position again. Stretch through your lower back, your hamstrings, make yourself comfortable. And then when you're ready, just take your weight over to the right. Flex your right knee, look to stretch through the inside of the left thigh. And then come back to the center, take your weight over to the left, flexing the left knee, stretching through the inside of the right thigh. And just work from side to side with that stretching motion. And if you're struggling with the flexing of the knee, just flex the knee very slightly. Don't take it as far down as I was to begin with. Again, just work from side to side, stretching through those long inner thigh muscles. And then pause when you come back to the center, and we'll move into a lunge stretch now. So walk your hands around to the right, take your right foot around to the right through 90 degrees. Bring your chest over your right thigh, hands alongside your front foot, and just come into a lunge stretch, looking forward. Just hold that stretch for a moment. And maybe straighten the legs, come up into that V-shaped stretch. And back into the lunge stretch again. And again, if your knee doesn't like the lunge stretch, just work higher up. Just taking your weight forwards and backwards. So the alternatives are yours. Either working higher up or coming down into the lunge stretch. And then walk your hands back around to the center and continue on the other side. Chest over the left thigh this time. Again, hands alongside your front foot. working the lunge stretch forwards and backwards. And again, if you prefer just to work a little higher, keeping your hands on the knee, that's fine. Just make sure this front knee is comfortable with whatever you're doing. And walk your hands back around to the center and just stay in that wide leg forward fold for a moment. Just enjoy the way the stretch through the back of the body feels. Just moving gently, stretching. And then shimmy your feet together and just ease your way up into standing. Okay, let's just focus on strength in the legs now. Just the simple ability to just raise and lower the weight of the body with a simple squat. So if you take your feet shoulder width apart, feet splayed out very slightly, bring your hands into a prayer position, which makes it look like we're doing proper yoga. And then just flex the knees, just working up and down, just letting your bum slide out behind you. So this is all about just raising and lowering the weight of your body. If you want to pick your heels up, balance on the balls of your feet, that's fine. So whichever squat option you're happy with. And if a squat for you is just a very short movement, that's fine. Just do what you can, working up and down. It's all about developing strength in the thighs and making sure that as we get older, we want that strength to raise and lower the body. When you next come up from there, just keep the tension out of your legs and just work a sequence now in a warrior one position. So turn sideways on your mat, take your right foot as your front foot, left foot a shortish stride behind with your body orientated forwards. Make sure you've got a stable base position. And then take your arms up over your head, palms towards one another. Bring your front knee over your front ankle. And just settle there for a moment. Just let your breathing settle into a rhythm. And then straighten your front leg, so you're just slightly arching the back. Look up at 45 degrees or so. And hold there, just breathing steadily. And then release your hands, check your hands behind you, interlocking your fingers. So you're taking your shoulders back, pushing your hands down towards the ground. Just bring your front knee back over your front ankle. And just settle there for a moment, just taking the shoulders back. Just countering our tendency to hunch our shoulders. Just hold there, breathing steadily. And then release your hands, take your arms out wide, stretching out into a strong, confident posture. Taking your arms as wide as can be. And then let your arms and your shoulders relax. And just bring your weight forward over your right foot now. And just come into a simple balance with your weight over your right foot. Come into a T balance. And just come as far into the balance as you're happy with today. Just picking up the back leg, taking your arms out behind you. Just holding that focus and concentration for a few moments. and then ease your way up from there. And the same sequence on the other side, that warrior one position, with the left foot as the front foot, right foot straight behind. And again, taking your arms up over your head, palms towards one another, front knees starting over the front ankle. Settle there, breathing steadily. And then again, straighten the front leg, just arching your back. And then once more, release your hands, take them behind you, interlock your fingers, taking the shoulders back. Bring your front knee back over your front ankle. And again, settle there, keeping your breathing steady, taking the shoulders back. And then again, release your hands, take your arms wide. Stretch out, holding that strong, confident posture once more. And then again, let your arms and your shoulders relax and come into a balance with your weight over your left foot. So again, just taking the weight forward, taking the arms out to the side, picking up the back leg. And once more, coming into the balance as far as you're happy with. Just keep a focus on a focal point on the ground in front of you. And then again, just gently ease your way back up into standing. And just ease the tension out of wherever's feeling tight. So let's come down onto the mat now and focus on core strength, focusing on the tummy muscles, muscles in the back, and the oblique muscles down the side of the body. So we begin alternating between a relaxed Sphinx pose, where you're just letting your lower back relax, head looking forward, elbows under your shoulders, and a strong plank position. So from Sphinx, come up into a plank position. Either keep your knees in contact with your mat as you pick your body up, or tuck your toes under, coming up into a full plank position. So whichever you prefer, coming up into plank, holding for a few moments, and then relaxing back down into that relaxed Sphinx pose. So we're just looking to alternate between the soft, relaxed Sphinx pose and the strength of the plank position. So just a couple more repetitions. So either coming up into a full plank, or keep your knees in contact with the mat. Pull your tummy muscles up towards you. Either way, very effective. Hold for a few moments. Relax back down. And just do this for as long as you're comfortable. So again, just come up into plank once more. Hold for a few moments. And then relax your way back down. And just let your lower back relax. And this time, shift the focus into the sides of the body, working on the oblique muscles on one side and then the other. So we'll use a side plank for that. So if you come onto your side, bring your weight's going to be on your elbow and your forearm and on your knees. Tuck your lower legs back, your body in a fairly straight alignment. And then on an in-breath, just pick your body up. Come up into a side plank, just hold for a few moments. And then come back down on an out breath. So you just work at your own pace, picking your body up on an in-breath, stretching up. And just be aware of how it's working the muscles on the underside of the body and the shoulder. Just a couple more repetitions working those side planks. Just coming up on an in-breath and coming down on an out breath. And again, just repeat for as long as you're comfortable. And then let's do the same thing on the other side. So you're rolling around the other way. And elbow and forearm on the mat. Knees taking the weight on the other end. And again, pick up into that side plank, hold for a few moments. And then ease your way back down on an out breath. And just one more time, or as many times as you're comfortable with. Just hold for a second. And relax back down out of there. So then let's shift the focus into the back of the body now, working in bridge pose. So come back onto the mat. Slide your heels back towards your bum, keeping your feet a foot or so apart. Just let your back be relaxed as we begin. And then very slowly pick your back up off the mat and roll your way up. Just tuck your shoulders under. Maybe interlock your fingers with your arms out beneath your back. Come up in a bridge, hold for a while. Just be aware of your breathing, let your breathing settle into an easy rhythm. Then when you need to, just slowly relax your way back down. Take it nice and slowly, very controlled. Just let your back relax for a moment and then pick up once more when you're ready. Again, just ease your way up into bridge, tucking your shoulders under. So really working the muscles in the lower back, the bum, the thighs. Just holding for a while. And then ease your way back down once more. And just one last time in bridge, slowly picking up into bridge and tucking your shoulders under, coming up, holding. Just letting your breathing settle. And then again, slowly relax your way down from there. Okay, keeping the focus on core strength, stay on the back. This time bring your knees up at 90 degrees to your body. Take your arms out level with your shoulders. And we're going to drop the knees over to the right as you look back on your left arm. But keep your knees a few inches off the ground this time, so you're using the weight of your knees to tone the muscles around the midriff. And again, work at your own pace, working from one side to the other, keeping the knees off the ground. Keeping your shoulders and your upper back in contact with the mat. And if you want to intensify this work, as you drop your knees over, you can just stretch out your top leg, holding the leg out stretch for a few moments. And then again, work the other side. So that's entirely optional. Just a couple more repetitions. Pause when you come back to the center. Let's keep the focus on the abdominal muscles now and work pelvic tilts. So your back in contact with your mat, feet in contact with the mat, pretty much a right angle or slightly obtuse angle at the knees. Pelvis rocking on your tailbone, a little arching at the lower back. Just let yourself relax. And then as you breathe out, tilt your pelvis to your head, push your back into the mat on the out breath and relax on the in breath. And then again, tilt your pelvis to your head, push your back into the mat. As you breathe out, relax as you breathe in. And just work with the rhythm of your breath. It's very small movements, but strong movements, really working your tummy muscles and pelvic floor muscles hard on the out breath, letting them relax on the in breath. And then after the next repetition, cradle your arms up around your head. So the weight of your arms is around the head without actually touching it. And then work the pelvic tilt, switching on your lower abdominal muscles. Just raise your upper body a couple of inches, engaging your upper abdominal muscles. Hold. And then relax back down. And again, work to the rhythm of your breath. Pelvic tilt, upper body lift, hold, and relax. And just a couple more repetitions. And then relax back down once more. And then this time, let's shift the focus into the back of your body. So come over onto your tummy. And rest your chin on your crossed hands, stretch your legs out behind you. Get yourself comfortable. And then, with your legs straight, just pick up the right leg, hold for a few moments. And then lower. And then pick up the left leg, hold, and lower. So just work at your own pace. Again, just work to the rhythm of your breath, picking up one leg, picking up the other. And just be aware of, as you pick up one leg, the other leg's being pushed down into the ground to counterbalance it. So just a couple more repetitions once more. And then let your legs relax. Take your arms back alongside your body, resting your chin on the mat. And just get yourself comfortable. And then when you next breathe in, just pick up your upper body, pick up your arms. Hold for a few moments. And then come back down as you breathe out. So again, work to the rhythm of your breath, picking your body up on in-breath. And coming back down on out-breath. So you're using your lungs like a balloon, inflating as you pick up, and then deflating as you come down. Working the lungs, working the muscles in the back. And then next time, as you pick your body up, come up into locust pose, picking the legs up as well. Switching on a whole range of muscles down the back of your body. Hold for a moment. Relax back down and repeat. And ease your way down from there. Bring your hands under the front of your shoulders. Just fold yourself back over into a child pose, taking your arms back alongside your body, resting your forehead on the mat. Just resting, stretching there for a moment. And come up into a kneeling position. So as we start to wind things down, let's focus for a couple of minutes on our breathing, and then we'll move into a period of relaxation to bring things to a close. So focus on your breathing initially. So find yourself a kneeling or a sitting position. You can sit in the chair if you want to. And we're just going to breathe slowly and breathe deeply for a couple of minutes, just bringing an awareness to the process of breathing that we so often take for granted. So very simply, just find an upright, comfortable position where you can breathe easily. You're going to breathe through the nose. And start with an out breath to begin with, emptying your lungs on out breath. And just slowly breathe in and feel your ribcage expand as you breathe in to the point where the lungs are full. Pause for a second and slowly exhale. Using your tummy muscles to push air out of your lungs at the end of the breath to the point where the lungs are empty. And then slowly breathe in once more. And feeling your ribcage expand, feeling your body getting bigger as you fill the lungs. And then exhale once more, feeling the lungs contracting. And just for another minute or two, just work to the rhythm of your breath. Just shut out the outside world, focus on the rhythm of your breath. Just bring an awareness to that process that we take for granted. Just breathing slowly, breathing deeply. And then when you come to the end of your next out breath, just let your breathing settle back into a steady, regular rhythm. And then when you're ready, let's just settle back onto our mats to relax for a couple of minutes to bring things to a close. So settle yourself back down onto your mat, make yourself comfortable. So let your feet splay apart, let your arms lie alongside your body. If your lower back feels tight, bring your feet up onto the mat just to take some of the tension out of your back if that works better for you. Whichever way, settle yourself back on your mat. Just let your eyes gently close now. And again, check around your body. Let your body be as soft and relaxed as can be. So your face relaxed, no tension around your eyes, around your mouth. Shoulders relaxed, fingers relaxed. Whole body is softening and relaxing into the mat. And as your body relaxes, be aware of your breathing just settling into a steady, regular rhythm. And just follow the rhythm of your breath and use that as the focus for your relaxation. Just following that rhythm of breathing in and breathing out. Nice easy rhythm. And as one breath ends, so another begins. And then as that breath ends, so another begins. And so the rhythm of life continues. So follow the rhythm of your breath. Let your mind be quiet and still. Let your body be relaxed. And just for a couple of minutes longer, relax and be still. And enjoy the quiet. So take this sense of quiet and calm with you into the rest of the day and into the week ahead. Just take away with you this sense of being so relaxed, sense of being comfortable in your body, and a sense of being at peace with yourself. So take that away with you, and then when you're ready, just gently start to bring your consciousness back into the room once more. Just moving your fingers, moving your toes, just moving gently, deepening your breathing. Just having a yawn and a stretch, like a cat waking up after a nap. Stretching, moving. Maybe just bringing your knees up onto your chest, ease any tension out of your back. Rolling, rocking, stretching gently. And then when you're ready, just roll your way up into a sitting position. And just take this sense of quiet and calm away with you. Thank you.